guys, it's Jess and welcome back to Jess's Quest. So today I'm going to talk about kind of for like the secret tips of sorority recruitment. So for the tips that I have, I'm going to go through a few that I have here with me. So I also asked a few of my sisters as well as a few other girls in other chapters to see kind of like what everybody was thinking of the best I could give for you. So here's just kind of what I kind of gathered from my process and what I went through and kind of tips that I gathered through all that. So here we go. Alright, so the first tip I'm going to give you guys, kind of the most important, be yourself. If you don't be yourself, then you're not going to get the right house for you. And that's kind of why you're going through this, is to find the house for you and to find the sisters that best mold for you. And if you're not yourself, you can end up being in the wrong house, or you can end up being, you know, just not where you want to belong, thinking that this was an awful process. But if you are true to who you are, you will find the house that's meant for you. So the next tip I have is, if you're home before you go and you know that you want to be in a sorority, I would recommend bring clothes that you have from home that are kind of fancier. I'll try to put over here, if I don't put it to that side, I'm going to try to put in this video pictures of different clothes that you wear throughout recruitment, so you know if you have them or not at your house. But if you don't have them, that's like totally fine. But I do not recommend spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars, because you'll have it for this one time and then you spend all that money. But I would go to somewhere like Target or Forever 21, just, you know, places that are just at a better price range for still really cute clothes. The next tip I have for you guys is to wear a statement piece. Now, I recommend wearing either a really bright necklace or nice earrings or a ring or even bracelets. And I would recommend wearing that, either that same one throughout the whole time that you're going through the process, or wearing different ones throughout the process. But it helps when you wear a certain one throughout the whole thing. But I would definitely recommend wearing something that's very bold and that it will help us remember who you are. Because we're meeting a bunch of you all, and then it's probably easier for you guys to remember us versus us to remember you. So wear something that really stands out and helps us be like, that girl, she really stood out to me. And here's like a necklace that I felt is like a statement type. But okay, so I think a necklace like this is like super nice to have, just because, you know, it stands out, and I remember somebody wearing a necklace like that. But yeah, I can put in the description box below about a place that you can get really nice statement pieces for recruitment and everything. I personally wear them and I love them. They're so great. Great quality and everything. So I don't want it to, you know, stain you or anything. So the next one I recommend you do when it comes to tips for sorority recruitment is do your research. Now, whatever school you go to, it's going to be different. So maybe the Zeta at school A is going to be completely different from Zeta at school B. So you're going to want to find the school you're going to and figure out if they have, you know, Greek life, and if they do the research on the different sororities they have at that location, because they're not going to all be the same wherever you go. So make sure you just kind of know what you're looking for with their values to make sure it matches with yours. Just kind of things, little things like that, to kind of know what you're getting yourself into before you go, so it's not like completely blind. Now, my next one I think is a very big thing that you need to do. It helps us a lot to help you all, and I would just say be respectful. Oh, that's like a big thing. Please just stay respectful, because I know you're going to go through this process and you're going to find chapters that you love, and then you're going to not want to care about everybody else, and you're going to just disregard them. You're going to be like, ugh, I don't really care. Hi, I'm Sally. I'm here because I have to be. I like alpha way better, so I'm just here. But don't do that. I would recommend always smiling and just staying happy and positive even if it's not the one that you wanted, because keeping your mind open and just being happy all the time helps us. And even if we aren't the same fit, at least you can make a friend. Just be respectful at all times, because you wouldn't want someone to be rude to you. Like, you come in and they're like,
okay, I already don't like you. You just look terrible, so you can go.
That would never happen. But I'm just saying, you don't want any of that to happen just because you're being rude to them. Now, the next one. So, in case you don't know, here's like a really good tip. Just get closer. Come here. It's like we're just as nervous as you are. Yeah, We are nervous just like you. So you're gonna be nervous, we're gonna be nervous. We're meeting someone that we don't know for the first time and then hoping that they fit in with, the person that you're talking to and with the rest of your sisters. It's terrifying to go through for you and for us. So just, stay calm. It's okay. We feel you. We've also been through the same process that you're going through. So it's not like we don't know what's happening. So just remember, we are just as nervous as you. Now, this tip was something that I've gotten collectively from a lot of people within different chapters. When I asked them what's a tip you'd give someone going through recruitment, their biggest tip for someone like this is to be open-minded at all times. Because going through, you're going to get dropped from different houses that you might have been in love with in the beginning, and you're going to be so hurt. And if you're not open-minded, you're going to want to just leave and be done, because you're going to think that it wasn't good for you. But you're going to miss out on other chapters. So keep your mind open and just know that this process is going to work for you as long as you're being yourself, you're being kind, and you're staying true to yourself. Just know that this is going to work. So stay open-minded. Don't get all caught up in maybe someone's social media accounts or some girl you know who's in it from your hometown, or like maybe a celebrity's in it and you're like, I want to be in the same one as that celebrity. Like, don't do it. Just go and be yourself and it'll all be great. So keep an open mind. That's like a really big one. Just keep an open mind. So another tip I'd give for you guys, this is a little cheesy the way I'm saying it, but follow your heart. If you don't, you might think that you should be another one when really you wanted the other. So let's say you went through and you saw that Alpha had like this really cute dog and everyone's like, oh my gosh, this is the best sorority ever because they have a dog in their house. But you're in love with Zeta. And you're like, I want to be a Zeta, but I mean, look at the Alphas. Everyone loves them. No one likes Zeta. Don't just, if you wanted to be a Zeta, be a Zeta. Do what you want, and then you're going to join, and you're going to be happy. Yes, they'll be happy if they were supposed to be Alpha, and that's fine. You want to be happy where you are, not happy because they're happy with where they are. So, also, like little disclaimer, I'm using fake sorority names so that I'm not like looking like I'm favoring one or dissing others. In case you're wondering why those names sounded weird, I just used like the same letter 3 times. One of them has like that, but I'm not going to say their name. So, the next one, just like this one's a little quick tip. It's just kind of things to not talk about throughout recruitment when you're talking to somebody in a sorority. Don't talk about, boys, partying, drugs, and religion, stuff like that, just because it gets a bit awkward. You don't want anything to come off the wrong way. And also don't ask about fraternities. Like, don't ask, oh my gosh, are you super close with like the Delta someone fraternity? Because it's awkward. No one wants to deal with that. Of saying like, oh, they're great, or like, no, because it's not what it's about. If you like them when you weren't in, doesn't matter. Like, all those things that you think you want to ask, just that are weird like that, don't ask about that stuff, just because it makes it awkward for both of you when you have to be like, no, I don't want to talk about it. And if you bring it up, they're going to take you the other direction. So also, I think a really good tip is don't be afraid to talk to your Rho Gammas. They're not called Rho Gammas everywhere. They're also called Gamma Chis, Rho Chis, and like recruitment counselors, stuff like that. But they're the ones who help you and your group find the home for you. And if I didn't talk to my Rho Gamma, I would not be here today, because the ones that I thought I loved dropped me, and I was so upset, and I would not have found the home that I'm with now. So and I talked to my rogue grandma. She made sure I felt safe and calm, and that it's going to be okay, the system's going to work for me, and that this is my home. You know, just go with it, be open-minded, and just be happy. But just to kind of like wrap it up, kind of the last thing I'm going to tell you guys is, if you don't, I guess, want to go with any other tips that I said and maybe you forget them while you're going through, just kind of think of one last thing. When you're sitting in this room or wherever you are sitting with these girls and you're talking to them, kind of look around the room, look at the different girls that are talking, look at the sisters that are currently in, plus the girls who they're talking to, because in that room, some of those girls could end up being your sisters, and then the ones that are already in, could you see yourself being in sweatpants with like a really bad, zit day, with no makeup on, you've been crying all day with puffy red eyes, and just like on your absolute worst day, do you see yourself being comfortable with these girls seeing you at your worst and knowing that they're going to be there for you and that you're going to be true to yourself being here? Look around and see if you feel comfortable where you are with the girls that you're surrounded by, because that's a huge thing to know. If you can feel that when you walk in the room or just by looking at them, that's definitely the home for you. And I wanted to thank everyone for watching my video, and give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And if you want more videos about like Greek life or my experience within Greek life, I can give that too. Or just like anything, even like a Q&A about Greek life, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll put in the description box about the jewelry. But thank you so much for watching. I love you guys. Thank you, and I will see you all later. Bye.